Hi, all of you. This is Lavina Tilvani from Beyond Tarot, and today I'm not here with any card explanation. I'm not here for doing blah 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 with you, but here I am today to just share with you my little childhood and what I went through, what did I do, and how did I reach this stage. So, there are so many things that I felt like sharing with you, my personal life, my personal experiences, and basically this I'm sharing with you to help people out who have those concepts in mind that they are good for nothing and they can't do anything. They have restrictions in their family or in their life, and they are just confined to that particular thing. They cannot come out of that difficult situation and fight for themselves. So this video is for all those people who don't trust themselves, who don't believe in themselves. And I think with my story you will probably get some inspiration and you will get some some jhatka, that where you are going to do something for yourself. So when I was born into a joint family where we were about 16 of us, 16, 17 of us, I had never seen a room for myself, a bed for myself, or for that matter, even a plate for myself where I could take an individual plate and eat alone. So I have seen so many difficult situations in my life. I have seen so much of conservation in my house. We had no freedom to talk to our friends, to play with our friends. I have not seen my cousins doing that too, either with any going out with their friends. So it was like the boys of the family will study up to 10th or 12th, and they will assist their fathers in the business, and the girls will just study up to standard 10th, and they would learn cooking and help their mothers and grandmothers in the daily chores, and by 18 then we would be married off. So this is the culture that I always saw, and there was no one to help me study when I was small. No one helped me to memorize how you should study, how you should pass your exams. I just don't remember how I passed those exams. And I had that concept in mind that after my 10th grade, maybe in a year or two, I will be married off, and probably by the age of 18 or 20, I would be having children. So, this is the narrow minded background I come from. Also, the family members were so conservative, and absolutely no one could speak one word of English. And then my mother fought for us. We have four sisters, and my mother said that no, my children are going to study, and she stood against the family. She put us in a convent school, and I'm so grateful to her. The English that I speak today, the confidence that I have today, is all because of her. So I owe everything to my mother, because without her I wouldn't be sitting here and talking to you guys. So I had a very painful childhood where we were supposed to do a lot of housework, help the aunties and uncles and grandmother in the house, go and stand in the ration shop and get all the grains and the kerosene, and we didn't even have a proper setup where we could cook food. And I started cooking very early in life, probably when I was just in grade 7, and I became an expert cook, I think when I was in grade 10. And somewhere probably the family was preparing me that you have to learn cooking, you have to learn how to take care of the house, and probably after you finish your grade 12 you'll be married off. So these were the difficult situations I went through, and I didn't know if any word like ambition existed. I didn't know whether we could study for, like, we could do a graduation. People talk now about when will my child go abroad for further studies, when will my child win an award, and when will my child go for these competitive exams. These things didn't exist in my dictionary ever. Then somehow I managed. My mother stood by me, and I started learning. I mean, my mother was into Reiki and all, and she was the one who took me towards spirituality. But of course, who does that at the age of 16 and 17? You don't feel like going into spirituality. I used to just tag along with my mother and go for the Reiki sessions. And of course, I had some health issues, and my health issues were, totally taken care of when Sir started giving me healings. My mother, Sir, started giving me healings. That's when I realized that most of the problems were eradicated, were gone away by only healings. Somewhere there I got some interest and I started learning these healing modalities. But I will not say lies, but I never practiced anything, and I would just get irritated by even the name of these healing modalities. My mother would practice healings on me, and then then she would say, like, you can do whatever you want, I'm going to stand by you. So I started learning. I did a beautician's course. I learned everything. I started practicing. I started working under someone. My father put me into swimming. I became a swimming champion. I got into somersaults. I reached the state level, the national level. And somewhere there, I got some confidence that, I can become something in life. I did my graduation, and I passed my BA. Then I somehow managed to tell my father that I want to do post graduation. I went to Kalina University. I did my MA Part 1, and that was a time my father got some, he said that you have to get married. So these were certain things that I went through. I trusted my instincts that yes, I can do it. Obviously there was no support and there was no guidance from anywhere. Nowadays people go for counselings, they get so much guidance from their parents, from their siblings, from their friends. But what I achieved in my life, when the earning from the age of 17 or 18, I used to teach students, because I was good in studies. I learned French, then I started teaching other students, and that's how my French became better. I joined the Alliance Francaise Institute. I got even better. I got scholarships. I went to Paris. So these were the things that God gifted me with, and from being nothing to being something in life means a lot to me. And I owe all my credits to my parents, to my mother, and to the Almighty who helped me to reach here. Without their support, I would be nowhere. I know this video is just a general video, and it may not make sense to you, but this is basically for all those people who don't believe in themselves, who don't believe in destiny, who don't believe that their numbers, their birth date numbers can take them there. So from the number three, I'm a number three, and number three always taught me that I want to be a teacher in life. So teaching was one of my greatest instincts, and I wanted to get there. So this is one part of my life story, and I will come back with some more interesting facts about my life. And I hope this story is somewhere going to help people to uplift themselves and believe that there is life, there is hope, and there is destiny which can take you up there. Even though you are in the lurch, you can reach the skies. So I hope you enjoyed this little story with me, and thank you so much for listening to me. I'll be right back with something else and more interesting in the next video. Bye bye. See you.